Let me introduce you to GrantWriteAI. GrantWriteAI's mission is to help organizations find, track, write, and win grants faster with less effort and in less time. I'm going to quickly set up an example Foundations account on GrantWriteAI. In order to leverage the AI's full capacity, a couple things need to be set up, such as the organization's background, history, mission, and mandate, as well as you can invite other team members that you want to collaborate with here. In order to set up the organization's profile, I'm going to quickly use the one-click import functionality, which looks at your website and pulls in the relevant information. Sometimes it can't find things such as your location or address, but in this case it did find the background, mission, and mandate, so we can go ahead and move forward with that. A couple other things I know is that this is a nonprofit with less than 10 people, and so we'll use that to help with the grant search. Now I'm in the grant search tab here, and essentially it's a chat functionality where you can more or less ask for the type of grants you're looking for, and GrantWriteAI will try to find you some recommendations. I've asked for a couple of grants, and you can see that it's given me 2, and I'm going to dive in to see if I can get a couple more grants in a specific region of the country, Texas. Let's see what GrantWriteAI is able to surface for me regarding grants in Texas. Sometimes it takes a while just given the search volume, but we should see a response here soon. Looks like I got a couple more grants that are potentially good fits for the foundation, and GrantWriteAI provides us with the eligibility, the details, and the application link, so I can dive deeper. There's still a little bit of work to figure out if this grant really does meet our organization's criteria, but it narrows the search down from millions of grants across the world to just a few that are relevant to the organization, because it leverages the background history and mission that we set earlier to search for grants relevant to our organization. Here's one where over $1 million was awarded for mental health. Our example foundation deals with mental health as well as homelessness and engaging youth, and so I think that's why this one was suggested. There was also the Kellogg grant that I think makes sense for us to apply for, so let's go ahead and take a look at that one. I'm just going to look through the website to see where the application is and how we can get an application in. It looks like they have a portal, and additionally looks like we'll have to provide an LOI. Okay, that is perfectly fine. Let's start with the LOI. Let's dive into GrantWriteAI to showcase how you would draft an LOI, answering these specific questions that they provided. We will start by adding the grant to our Kanban board where we can track the status. How you would do that is by grabbing the URL and going to the Add a Grant section and importing that grant into your board so that you can track the status of that grant as you go along applying for it. You can see that GrantWriteAI pulls in the relevant information from the website and creates a grant that is trackable on our board going forward. And with that, we can go ahead and set up our LOI proposal for this grant. I'm just going to quickly link the grant to this proposal so that GrantWriteAI is aware of the grant details, and I'm going to copy the relevant questions and have GrantWriteAI assist me in writing this LOI. You can see that there are a couple of helpful commands, including the / and the 2 question marks. The 2 question marks brings up a panel where I can add the questions and click Generate and have GrantWriteAI generate an answer for me. This should be used as a first draft, so always look over it and put your personal touches on it. Also, there's a short code ++ to trigger autocomplete, and with that in hand, I can autocomplete the next paragraph. I'm going to add in the next question. You can copy and paste all questions if you want to, but if you want to have specific sections touch on specific things, I recommend you do it question by question, and I'll showcase that here in a bit. You can provide additional context to GrantWriteAI to answer any specific questions. Here again, we're using autocomplete to expand upon that answer. For this third question, we want to provide some context for GrantWriteAI to reference when answering it, and so by hitting the drop-down, I'm able to provide additional context for this specific question in hand. I want GrantWriteAI to emphasize a couple things in its answer, so I'm just going to ask it to do that. From that, I get a response answering the question, but also emphasizing what I wanted to emphasize. GrantWriteAI has gotten me started, and from here I can refine and improve on the answers. There's a lot more to the prompt panel that I won't get a chance to get into, such as pulling in responses from old proposals that answer a similar prompt, as well as setting the word count for GrantWriteAI's responses. As you can see, GrantWriteAI gives us a good first draft, so I'm just going to clean up some of the responses and get our document ready for the final question. Just like before, I'm going to paste that question in here and have GrantWriteAI draft a first response. GrantWriteAI goes a long way in getting you started and giving you a good jumping-off point from which to refine your proposals. With that, I'm just going to clean up some of the responses and tidy up anything else that I see in this document. Now I can export to PDF or DocX in order to submit this. And there we go. We have an LOI that answers the relevant questions for the Kellogg grant. Lastly, a crucial part of managing grant applications is being able to track which stage your application is in, so nothing falls through the cracks, and we can do that again on the Kanban board. My hope is that you can see how much time was saved using GrantWriteAI in applying for this grant. Do you have a grant application GrantWriteAI can help you out with? Be sure to check out GrantWriteAI for your next grant application.